Fairly easy to understand. I think basketball fans felt that way everywhere. The Lakers go from the highest of highs, a brilliant March that got us dreaming, to the lowest of lows where they've lost 2/3 of their big three. And so where does that leave them, Iman Shumpert? Where are the Lakers as they go forward into this postseason for the moment and probably for the foreseeable future without Luka Doncic or Austin Reaves?
I don't think you expect to do too much unless you can do what they were talking about and extend this series into the late parts of the first round. The late games of the first round. You got to hope to try and get one of those guys back, if not both. But it was actually a little bit. I saw a little bit of sunshine last night. I don't know about everybody else. I saw 5 Lakers starters in double digits. I saw LeBron James responsible for 60 plus points. The same way Luka went out there and got his 60-point game. I see LeBron go out there. It's 60 points in a different way, but he still showed you I can control a basketball game. If I can get my guys with me and we can make sure we hang our hat on the defensive end, we make sure that we don't go out there and give out too many second chance points and we can get out on the break. I can slow it down with a couple minutes to go, make all the decisions, and we can come out of here with some wins. So give the Lakers some credit in knowing that if LeBron James can continue to get the rest that he needs in between games, I think that he can march them as long as they need to survive to get one of those guys back.
Well, they have the very short-term battle here, right, Tim, which is playoff positioning. They have 4 or 5 games left here to figure out, are they going to be the 3, are they going to be the 4, because they could fall all the way to the 5. Everyone is very tightly bunched up, which will determine who you play in the first round, which will then determine whatever it is they can do, as Shump says, try and extend it out so that maybe they get Luka back. What are the right things to say about the Lakers after a brutal weekend, Tim?
I need to borrow Shump shades because I saw a Lakers team that fell down by 22 points in the first half to a Dallas squad that had won 5 games since the All-Star break. So, and listen, they missed Luka Doncic. They missed March Western Conference Defensive Player of the Month nominee Luka Doncic. They couldn't stop anybody, which that's the shocking part, is just how badly the Lakers look defensively without 2 guys who are offense-first stars. But look, man, there's a lot on LeBron's shoulders. Absolutely spectacular last night, but can he play in the high 30s, 40 minutes a night, carrying that kind of offensive burden? And I don't know that they're going to be able to get Luka or Austin Reaves back during the first round. Talking to folks with the Lakers last night at the arena, they kind of had the mindset of they needed to extend their season to the second round of the playoffs to have a chance for those guys to come back.
Yeah, that first round, the games get spread out, so maybe you get a chance with a little extra rest. We'll have to wait and see. Luka's going overseas to try and get some help. Guys, stay close by. We have much more NBA as we continue. But, of course, a champion crowned yesterday afternoon. Women's NCAA championship game. South Carolina, UCLA, both 1 seeds. All eyes on the pregame handshake. If you know, you know. 8.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. This was all UCLA. Gabriela Jaquez was unstoppable. They have a 13-point lead. Now we're late in the first half. It's Lauren Betts. She was spectacular. UCLA by 15. Now we cut to the third quarter, and this was where a one-sided game became an absolute blowout. It's Jaquez, it's Betts. That's unstoppable. UCLA outscoring South Carolina 25-9 in the third quarter. Defense is there, turning the defense into offense. Jaquez on the other end. We're 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. UCLA's lead is 29 points. Jaquez again, the steal in the distance. Her brother Jaime absolutely loving it. Jaquez had 21 points and 10 boards. Betts, meanwhile, on her way to being named the most outstanding player, had 14 and 11. UCLA wins it huge, 79-51. Here's their coach in celebration.
We always said we were going to do it in an uncommon, transformational way. And Coach Wooden always said, you got to do it the way you're wired to do it, not the way anyone else did.
So obviously we got smacked today. We got to figure out how we smack back and put ourselves in a position where we're hoisting the trophy at the end of the day.
I will have Chiney a little later this morning on not just last night's game, but the overall weekend. But for the moment, we can tell you that the 28-point win is the 3rd largest by any team in a national championship game scenario. UCLA allowed just 95 total points in their 2 final games, 2nd fewest ever by a national champion. in the Final Four. Again, much more on this as we... The big fella and I had a nice breakfast this morning. D-Wood is ready to go. But we are by no means alone. Orlovsky will be along as we roll on. Let's begin with the return of the night. It was the Warriors. It was the Rockets. It was the great Steph Curry, back and better than ever, coming off the bench for the first time since March of 2012. And how about the matchup with Steph and KD? Take a picture, folks. You're going to miss it when it's done. Look at these moves. Little tough move there from Steph. And then, you know when you know he's feeling it? Shump called for it. Look at him on the ground. That lets you know Steph is feeling good. Warriors down 7. Next possession. Of course, this is going to go in, because that's what Steph Curry does. It's a 10-point Houston lead after 3. Steph tells you he's back. You know who else is out there is Durant. Rockets are up just 2. Durant, long range. He had 31 points, 8 boards, 8 assists. Rockets by 5. Less than a minute later, Curry cutting over Thompson. It's a 1-point game. Next Rocket possession. Stay with it. Şengün in the painted area, plus the foul. Draymond does not like the call. 3-point play makes it a 4-point game. Ensuing Warriors possession. Tell me how this goes in. D-Wood, come on.
Crazy.
5 threes for Steph in the game. It's a 1-point game. Warriors down 1:30 seconds left. Look at the defense from Thompson, but wait a minute. You make the call. Is it goaltending? Yes, it is. Ball hits the glass first. Thompson a hair late. Warriors by 1. Rockets possession. Durant, Şengün. Houston by 1. Stay with the play. No timeout called. 10 seconds to go. Warriors with a chance for the win. Steph, does he give it up, D-Wood? Does he give it to anybody else?
No.
Certainly not. Take it himself. Here comes the double. Steph off balance for the win. And it's no good. Steph, 29 points, 5 of 10 from 3, but the Rockets spoil his return, 117-116. Here was Steph after the game.
It felt good. Some good nerves going into it, and coming off the bench, you're trying to pace yourself physically, mentally to get ready for your runs. And first run was tough. Second run was great. Second quarter, once I got my feet underneath me, and obviously the momentum carried.
You can just feel it. We're back in the mix. We're back in the fight with Steph.
Okay, back in the mix, perhaps. Let's talk about it. Shump, at what moment, exact moment, did you know last night that Steph was feeling it in his return?
Well, besides the beret of threes that, he decided to hit, it definitely was the blow by KD, little hezzy, stop, get by him, throw him up for him, and then give it to me, Steph. I just need a little bit to know that you okay. It was good to see him back in rhythm. I know that when Steph gets going, the fun parts of Steph usually are highlighted when he's healthy, when he's excited, when he feels confident in his team. And that's what I saw last night, a healthy Steph Curry rejoining the team and letting them know, hey, hope is still alive.
Absolutely. He plays with a joy that is contagious, and it's something the game so desperately needs. Now, Tim, I wrote it down. Steve Kerr said back in the mix. Steph Curry is back. What exactly does it mean for the Warriors?
Yeah, he said back in the fight. I'll say this: they're back in the show. I can't really shimmy like Shump and Steph, but they are back in the show. There's reason to watch the Warriors again, no doubt about it. Back in the fight, hey, I'll give them a shooter's chance to get out of the play-in, to win a couple of road games, to punch their playoff ticket. It ain't going to be a long fight in the first round, though, against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Not sure if you saw what they did to the Lakers last week, but I think we'll see a little bit of that come the first round should the Warriors get there. But again, Steph Curry's back. The Warriors are fun to watch again. Watch them while you can, though, because they're not going to be around much longer.
Go ahead, Shump.
Yeah, I totally agree right now. I didn't say that they was going to make a long push into the playoffs, but when Steph Curry is available, this team is always going to be dangerous, and they're always going to be fun to watch. So I agree. If you live in San Fran, enjoy it, have a good time, get your popcorn, first round and out.
Yeah, and we'll see if he's able to get out of that play-in, and then a little later we'll talk about what the future may hold for him and what exactly his team may need to do. But then last night we also had a mano-a-mano battle between guys who were about 20 years apart in age. LeBron James now basically carrying the load for the Lakers against Cooper Flagg, who had 51 points in his last game out. And D. Wood, because he can do stuff like this.
Oh, I mean, did you see him just blow by a defense like that, Gritty? Come on.
The acceleration. He had 26 in the first half, but LeBron taking a backseat to no one. Look at the big man running the floor, doing it once. Then this one is just as nice. Mavs by 6 at halftime. LeBron answered the charge. Fourth quarter, Mavs up by 8, and it's Cooper Flagg again. Watch the moves, body control, and he lays it up and good. Free throw is good. Mavs an 11-point lead. Later in the quarter, 9 is the difference. LeBron watches clear a path. Oh, come on, D. Wood. Come on, big fella.
How old is he, Greeny?
He's 41.
Wow,
that's an
crazy.
emphatic slam. It's a 7-point game. And then the Lakers, they're going to need something from other people. How about if Jackson Hayes is one of those people? Look at him throw it down off a nice little pocket pass. Lakers within 5 after the foul shot, but they wouldn't get closer. 4 minutes left. Flagg, P.J. Washington. It's an 8-point game. And then the next Dallas possession, it's Flagg again. Cooper Flagg, 45 points. He becomes the first teenager ever with back-to-back 40-point games in NBA history. Mavericks win it 134-128. So there's so much here. Look, LeBron carried the load last night without his running mates, Luka and Austin Reaves. It was his second career 30-point, 15-assist game with the Lakers. He's one of 3 players in Laker history with multiple such games, joining Magic Johnson and Jerry West. Of course, the big story over the weekend, the loss of Luka, the loss of Reaves. Here's what LeBron had to say last night.
We knew we it was a shot to the heart, obviously, and to the chest and to the mainframe with Luka, understanding that, AR, was kind of dealing with the pain. We seen OKC, whatever the case may be, and we knew he was going to get an MRI, but I woke up from my nap yesterday and then saw that news. I was like, that was literally my tone.